Good evening, friends. Thank you for joining me again this evening. Back here in the living room, instead of going outside. Okay, since my last video I uploaded, if you'll remember, it was, yes. So, we've made a little change. I mentioned not moving the stand back and forth, or the support for my Mighty Mow, which is this guy here. And I'll open quickly. Okay, some of them will come with 3, and I hold it so you get the black background in there. You can see it's got 4 legs. Okay, I've taken it out of the away from the Mighty Mow for a very good reason. The canister is just the same as we recorded. Everything is identical. It's not even been opened. Because it's using a 110 gram canister of fuel, I decided that it was better to have that stabilizer legs with it. So I've robbed it from the Mighty Mow. Okay. Now that kit is not going to go in my survival kit. Okay. That for me is the handiest thing for me. It's light, I can carry it easy. Survival kit weighs about twice as much. This is a 1.4 liter canister, plastic lid. You've seen me using them before. I have 3 sizes. Okay, plastic, see-through. Okay, what I've got in it so far, I've got a regular sized Bic lighter with a Gorilla Tape wrapped around it. Gorilla Tape stopping it from being triggered accidentally. I've got my Mighty Mow in its kit. And goodness, in case you haven't seen one, my last video I showed you my MSR Pocket Rocket 2. Okay, now, one thing I must admit, the wire handle comes off the valve. I've done it a couple times, and I'll probably do it a few more times too. Okay, one there, and there. Whoops, got you in the wrong corner. Okay. Okay, so it's a bigger burner. Okay, so you can see it, a lot larger burner head. Okay, regulator here, piezoelectric here for ignition. Okay, anyway, I thought I'd drop this in. What I'm doing is I'm putting this now in this canister along with a 220 gram Olicamp 4-season canister, a full one. The main reason being is that if it's an emergency situation, I want a bigger burner, a bigger canister, more fuel. Now also in here I have a bale tucked in. I've got the holes drilled and a notch on top, and so it fits in perfectly. Now I just have to get it in. Okay, there's a little bit of room left on top. If I decide I want something in there, there's lots of room for it, as you can see right there on this top portion here. Okay, this is going back to the car. It was in the car. I took it out this afternoon because I wanted to bring it to you. This is going in my survival kit. So I have a stove with a pressure regulator. It'll operate at colder temperatures. It'll operate at higher altitudes, which I don't plan on climbing. And the bigger canister allows me to melt down more snow. Okay, the 750 compared to the 1400 milliliters. So it's got almost twice the capacity. The lid, you just pinch the hinge area and it pops off, the same as it would if you used a Stanley cook set. Okay, So this is going back in the car, and with that, we don't have to worry anymore. It'll be in the car till spring at least, and I may end up putting coffee in here, hot chocolate. Who knows? There's already stuff in the rucksack. There's food also in a CAA emergency kit that I bought years ago. That stuff has been replaced, updated, make it fresher. It doesn't have a lot of food in it, but it's got enough for, you know, a couple coffees and chocolates and soups each for 2 people in the vehicle. That's what it's designed for. So this is going to be going. And now we can set that aside. Don't have to worry about it anymore. This is for the car. This is the make it a emergency thing in the car, and it'll stay there for the winter, and it'll be used if needed only. That emergency kit is the emergency kit, just that. So that's it. That part is ready for the winter. I got new amateur radio antenna on it, and a different radio in the car that's a lot simpler to operate. That makes it easier. Toolbox is being refitted now. I'm in the process of replacing some things. Excuse me, and also adding more open-end box end wrenches for metric and SAE. Just for those little fix-it jobs on the way. I've got an air compressor, tire repair kit. I've got a 27,000 pound toe strap, shovel, all the things that we could envision needing in the wintertime anyway. So the Jeep is ready. And that's it for me. Okay. So that's the report on the status of my traveling equipment. Now we can get on in the future videos. We'll get outside, hopefully not freeze to death too much, and share with you. All the best, everyone. Be safe. God bless. Ted's clear.